36 years of serving the Indianapolis area commercial, electrical, and mechanical needs. E&M Company. The whole family wishes the Rebels good luck. Call 317-783-3291. A gain of 1. It is 2nd and 9. The clock running. 6:17 to go in the third quarter. Roncalli finds itself trailing for the first time tonight. Cathedral pitching to Cahill. And Cahill is brought down immediately. Penalty marker down. Barrington Hodges makes the stop.
I would bet that's obviously a hold. Cathedral pitches the ball out there. You see Roncalli coming out with a different formation with three guys, three offensive players to the one side trying to get the advantage, the position advantage, and obviously there's a hold on the play. It's going to bring it back.
5:56 to go in the third quarter. There is head coach Bruce Cyphers of the Roncalli Rebels. 21 straight postseason wins for the Rebels. Shooting for another 4A championship. This one cost him dearly.
You know, when I talked about his win, his loss to Cathedral, he just says, we put that behind us. This is what it's all about, because if you don't win this one, you go home.
The record in the postseason for consecutive victories, 22, shared by Penn and by Shatar. Shatar very recently. Look out, Cathedral. Paul Cathedral is sacked in the end zone for a safety, and Corey Chapman got him, and it's now 12-7 Cathedral.
What a huge play. You see Roncalli open up with the 4 wide receivers to the right side and try a pitch play, and then they came out the next play with the 4 wide receivers to the opposite side. Look at this, rolling down the field. Great job downfield. See, he has nowhere to go with the ball. And what happens? You got the pass rush coming in big time. The ball's on the ground too. But I'll tell you this, great job, great recognition from the defensive backs from Cathedral, because Lupo had no one to throw the ball to.
Well, I'll tell you, what's your feeling, and how's the defense feel after they pull off a safety?
Well, you're pumped up, I'll tell you this, and it's a whole different game here, the second half. When you're looking at the first half, Roncalli just seemed like they dominated, but that one play can, change the game and change the momentum, and that one fumble by Duncan after he catches the ball. Cathedral takes it down, scores, and in halftime, well, I'll tell you this, sparks were flying, I'm sure, saying, hey, look, we got momentum coming out the second half. We got to establish the momentum and the tempo of the game the second half. And
during your play days, anything ever stand out about a safety, you tackling somebody in the end zone?
Well, I've had a couple safeties, and you don't get those very often. Right. It's very rare, because offenses are pretty, they try to run safe plays coming out when they're tight, when they're backed up, to the end zone. And just Roncalli, you see Lupo got deep in the end zone, and one of the things is knowing where you are on the football field. Lupo should have understood that he's going to be in the end zone, and if it isn't there, throw the ball away and get another shot coming out.
For knee pain and injuries, call the Shelbourne Clinic at Methodist Hospital. Dr. Donald Shelbourne, ACLMD.com, 1-888-FIX-KNEE, the Shelbourne Clinic. So here is the kick from Chad Hurt. Here's Rasinger, Jimmy Rasinger. Man, he can fly. A terrific run back by Jimmy Rasinger, who's finally tackled by Jordan Agresta.
If there's one player that I'm really impressed with, it's Rasinger. Here's a kid that fumbles the opening punt and gives the ball up, but he redeems himself with an interception, and he should have had 2 interceptions. He did recover that one fumble by Duncan. Here's another look at him. Punt return guy, taking it upfield, actually kickoff return on this case, and just does a great job of finding the seam, having the ability to see that cutback lane. And I'm telling you this, he is a big play maker. Already 3-4 big plays in this game.
The ball on the 37. It's 12-7. And the fullback straight up the middle. Bachrohr, the ball carrier. He's brought down on the play. by Nick Bonich as well as Brandon Roberts. It'll be second down.
You know, the thing I like about this young man is the fact that he made a mistake, and, you know, he feels like he's got to redeem himself, and he's been able to do that, and that's your motivation. Instead of looking at, you know, making a mistake and being negative the rest of the game, here's a kid that turned it around and, you know, took it and made it in his favor, getting fired up and getting the motivation to make plays.
And here is Lupo's pass. It's incomplete. Off the hands of Mark Brannigan. Coverage on the play by Bill Perry. It'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Lucero, you know, in that end zone, he's got to get rid of that ball, and that's the unfortunate thing. Again, you got to have a sense of urgency when you're in that end zone coming out, and unfortunately didn't get that done. There's a good look at Perry, that middle linebacker. Been making a lot of plays here tonight. He's done it all year.
Cathedral 4 of 6 on 3rd down conversions, leading 12-7. Lupo looking. I was wondering if he crossed the line of scrimmage. The intended receiver was Mark Brannigan. It is incomplete, and the Rebels have held.
Yeah, really good job down the field, but it's you know, it's a responsibility of the wide receivers to get themselves open. You got the quarterback on the run. It's up to the receiver downfield to try to find that open area. Just a good look at Lupo, man. It's designed to roll out there, no pressure. Gives him a little time to find a deeper receiver. And then he finds the tight end back across the middle, and he just throws it too far inside. See the receiver? That's his job, is to get himself open.
And there's the punt by Brad Henke. And it goes out of bounds around the 15-yard line. Roncalli ball. We'll pause for these words on the Indiana Members Credit Union Game of the Week on TV 40.
Mohawk, Karistan, Ralph Lauren. The brands we trust are all together at McCool's Flooring. Stop in and allow one of our trained flooring experts to find the perfect color, pattern, and texture to fit your individual style and space. McCool's will provide you with the best custom installation, all at a price that will make you smile. McCool's cares for your floors like no other, even providing Mohawk's professional carpet cleaning to ensure your investment lasts. Visit McCool's Flooring nearest you and talk to a flooring expert.
For the men. For the ladies. For tailor-made clothes from the artist's hand. For business or pleasure. For the way it was meant to be. For an affordable price. The fashions of your life from the Leon Tailoring Company. Downtown, 809 North Delaware.
Next Saturday, a week from Saturday on TV 40, November 12th, the Monon Bell game. Wabash versus DePaul, right here on TV 40 at 1 p.m. See what Paul Casaro does. His team now trailing 12-7. That's Cahill. You know, Merkel got hurt last week. He bruised his ribs, and we haven't seen much of him lately. Bach Rohr made the tackle for Cathedral. Merkel is not in the game. Played the entire first quarter, part of the second, but those ribs may be bothering him again, and so the burden on the ground shifted to Kurt Cahill, who ran for 183 yards in Merkel's absence last week. Had only picked up 2/3. Okay, I beg your pardon, but he'd run for 183 yards last week. Timeout, Roncalli. Old Man Winter is just around the corner. It's time to call Peterman Heating and Cooling at 859-4270. Peterman Heating and Cooling on Commerce Circle in Indianapolis. Pizza, pizza, pizza. New Bethel Ordinary opens 7 days a week. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Famous for their delicious pizza at 8838 Southeastern in downtown Wanamaker. And if you want a tape of this game or any other telecast on TV 40, and we've got Carmel versus Hamilton Southeastern right after this one, $35. WHMB will get you tape, VHS or DVD. 10511 Greenfield Avenue in Noblesville. Attention to Jeff Elliott. Please specify VHS or DVD. And as we said, immediately after this one, it is the sectional championship up there, Hamilton Southeastern versus Carmel, right here as part of this doubleheader on TV 40. And we will have a regional championship for you next week as well at 10:30.
I was pretty impressed with that one guy. Did you see him right there, that little kid, number 21? He was pretty well fired up. I think he wanted to suit up and get out there. Pretty well pumped up for a big game.
It's 12-7. It's 2nd and 8. Crosaro out of the shotgun. Quick line of scrimmage pass to Cahill. And he didn't fool anybody. Run out of bounds by Andrew Rohr at the far side, at the near sideline. Nice, I should say.
Nice closing speed by the defense for Cathedral. I'm telling you, that's a long pass over there, and it's not a vertical pass. It was just really, lateral to the sideline, and it gave enough time for Cathedral's defense to recognize and get over there. There were like 4 or 5 guys. You got defensive linemen and linebackers coming out of that pass rush, and also you got your defensive backs all converging. Really good job, and again, another example of how quick this Cathedral defense is.
It is 3rd and 6 from the 25. A double reverse. And the pass is incomplete. It was thrown by John Keevers, intended for Eric Duncan, and the coverage on the play by that man again, Jimmy Rasinger.
Well, that was a slow play if I've ever seen it. Watch this now. You got the handoff fake, then you got a pitch, then you got another handoff, a double reverse. Now, if he sets and throws, Duncan is open, but he doesn't. Just doesn't get it down the field. Watch this. It just bounces in front of Duncan, but he was open, and that's all you need. But unfortunately, the ball not delivered on target.
Kyle Brown punting, standing at his own 10-yard line with Jimmy Rasinger in single safety. This is Rasinger at the 43. Penalty marker is down. Boy, do they swarm under him. The first man to get him was Brandon Roberts. A 31-yard punt. Let's check out the penalties. Let's check out the penalty. It'll be first down for Cathedral. From where is the question? A block in the back on Cathedral. Only their second penalty of the game. 2:43 to go in the third quarter. 12-7 Cathedral. There are the fans here. Very large crowd on hand at Roncalli High School. Max Lupo, the quarterback. That's Stubbs. 6 foot, 200-pound junior. Kyle Danhauer, Steve Wilson, and Brandon Roberts all combined to make the stop. What has turned this around? Roncalli dominated the first quarter, and most of the second quarter, Cathedral's turned it completely around.
I think the key to the game is that one turnover by Duncan. Just got to go back to it because Cathedral was able to take advantage of that fumble and drive, 60, 70 yards down the field to get that tying touchdown just before halftime, which is critical.
Lupo with a pitch to Stubbs. Penalty marker is down. Penalty marker is down. Tackle on the play by Kyle Danhauer. And he got some help from Bill Perry as well. Let's check out the penalty.
And you're seeing a lot more flags this second half. I don't know whether it's just getting physical or what. There he is. He picked it up. The other guy needs it all. There were actually 2 flags. Oh, the white hat. Okay. He makes the final decision, the white hat there. You see that. Another look at the play. Good pitch by Lupo. Not very much room, but I'll tell you this. You don't need much room. Stubbs does a great job at taking it inside. You got good fundamentals. You got good containment, but Stubbs is able to take it in fake it outside and then cut inside that containment and get some positive yards.
It is 3rd and 4. Cathedral 4 of 7 on 3rd downs. Lupo got away. He gets a nice block. And he's finally brought down on the play by Jordan Agresta. But a 1st down and more for the Fighting Irish. What a terrific play that was.
Let me tell you this, he was running for his life, but he did a great job initially. When he dropped back, they got the blitz on. Lupo's deep back there, 7-step drop. Great call of getting pressure on Lupo. Now watch this play action. Now watch, here they come. The blitz keeps coming. Here it is from the left and the right, but he steps up in there, now takes off down the field. Now watch this block on the front side. Watch. You see Stubbs right there? He gets a hit on number 22, Perry. Knocks him on his butt, excuse me, but I'll tell you this, you got to be in a good football position, and Stubbs does a good job with that key block, and you see Lupo get those couple extra yards, get the 1st down.
Lupo throwing a completed pass to Glenn Miller. And Miller's tackled by Jordan Agresta. Another nice pickup for the Irish, who are leading 12-7. We're having problems with the scoreboard clock, and it's completely out now. A gain of 7.
I like the play calling. You're running the ball, and all of a sudden you got the 2-step drop. There it is. It's just a little in pattern. Receiver. Then he makes his little move on the defensive back coming up. A good open field tackle, but what you do as a quarterback and a wide receiver is you got to identify the defense and find that cushion, and that's what they were able to do.
That's Stubbs straight ahead. We are approaching the end of the 3rd quarter. Tackle on the play by Nick Bonich, as well as Lyle Lawson and Chris Lally. He is close to a 1st down. It is a 1st down for the Fighting Irish of Cathedral.
And again, you just got to look at Cathedral. They have the momentum. They've created it, and they started in that 2nd quarter just before halftime, and they've been able to maintain it so far. Now for Roncalli, they've got to come up with a big play. They've got to make something happen, and the defense, it's all about attitude. And the attitude is you're going to get that hit, you're going to make the tackle, but you got to dislodge the ball and get a turnover.
Less than a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Up the middle, the fullback, Bach Rohr, and he's brought down by Lyle Lawson as well as Brandon Roberts. 12-7 Cathedral. Approaching the close of the 3rd quarter. We're not sure exactly. The scoreboard clock is out. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score after 3 is Cathedral 12, Roncalli 7. You're watching the Indiana Members Credit Union Game of the Week on TV 40.
All these banks advertising their special free checking. Free checking this, free checking that. They must have just figured out that people don't want to pay for checking. I don't know why they're making such a big deal out of it. My checking at Indiana Members Credit Union has always been free.
At Indiana Members Credit Union, our checking has always been free. Always has been. Because for you, we believe in keeping it simple.
Mohawk, Karastan, Ralph Lauren. The brands we trust are all together at McCool's Flooring. Stop in and allow one of our trained flooring experts to find the perfect color, pattern, and texture to fit your individual style and space. McCool's will provide you with the best custom installation, all at a price that will make you smile. McCool's cares for your floors like no other, even providing Mohawk professional carpet cleaning to ensure your investment lasts. Visit McCool's Flooring nearest you and talk to a flooring expert.
Indiana Members Credit Union, keeping it simple. Howard Kellman, Barry Krause, there it is. As we begin the 4th quarter, Cathedral leading Roncalli 12-7. For great deals all year long, go to Bob Rohrman's Indy Hyundai Suzuki on the east side at 7101